It's time to rewind the clock and relive a piece of cricketing magic. This rare footage take us back to December 1979 when Gundappa Vishwanath walked out to bat in the second innings against Pakistan during the Delhi Test, a moment that still glows in India's cricketing history. When Vishwanath batted, the game slowed down for everyone watching. His balance, his timing, and above all, that magic square cut. It was not just a shot, it was an artist's signature. He had the kind of batting style that made fans stop whatever they were doing just to admire the craft. Those were the days when cricket lived through radio commentaries and next day newspapers headlines. The stadium crowd carried the soul of the game, waving flags, clapping in rhythm, and living every ball. Black and white television sets might have missed the colors, but they captured something deeper, the golden spirit of the sports. Watching this clip is like walking into a time capsule, when cricketers played for pride, when every run had weight, and when fans loved the game with pure hearts. So let's relive that nostalgia. Watch Gundappa Vishwanath once again, the man whose wrist work could silence bowlers and whose elegance defined Indian batting for a generation. So tell us, does that classic square cut still makes your heart skip a beat?
And the man, to the loud applause of this wonderful crowd, is Gundappa Vishwanath, the most stylish, the most competent batsman in the Indian side. And he was a victim of a very unfortunate run out in the first innings for North.
और बैट्समैन विश्वनाथ, जिनका पहली इनिंग्स में भी विश्वनाथ कोई स्कोर नहीं बना सके थे, रन आउट हुए थे और अभी भी उनका कोई मसला चले मिड ऑफ से बाल कासिम बैट्समैन के बहुत करीब, जैसे ही तो खेला गेंद उछलती हुई उनके खैर आंखों से निकले थे, गालों पे लगी, अभी तक उन्होंने उसको थोड़ा कुछ मिला। बेल गिरी अंपायर मोहम्मद गौस आए फोर्थ पोजीशन से, तो उन्होंने बेल उठाई और विकटों पे रखी और ये विश्वनाथ है आपके सामने, उनके पीछे हैं बारी और ये अंपायर मोहम्मद गौस। 94 वो भारत की दूसरी अब्दुल कादिर, और उसमें थोड़ा ड्राइव मगर सीधा कवर पे आसिफ इकबाल के पास। आसिफ इकबाल की जिम्मेदारियों में जहाँ ये इजाफा है कि भारत के बैट्समैन ज़्यादा रन न बना पाएँ, वहाँ उनको इस बात की भी उनके साथ मसला अगर पेश है कि इमरान खान फिट नहीं है और तमाम पर बोझ जो है वो सिकंदर वक्त के कांधों पे है, मगर वो उसे बहुत कामयाबी से निभा रहे हैं। और इसमें तो विश्वनाथ 1 रन बनाने में कामयाब, तो मुदस्सर नजर फील्डर, तो 1 रन से अपने स्कोर का आगाज किया विश्वनाथ ने और 1 रन के बाद भारत का मजमूई स्कोर 95। 2 खिलाड़ी आउट, सुनील गावस्कर और चौहान, दोनों ओपनिंग बैट्समैन। ये विश्वनाथ हैं जो थोड़ी सी गार्डनिंग कर रहे हैं ताकि उनका शुमार भारत के अच्छे काबिल एतमाद बैट्समैनों में होता है। पिछली मरतबा रन आउट हुए थे और अब इस मरतबा देखते हैं बाहर गेंद की गली में खेला, मुदस्सर नजर में फील्ड किया। ये आसिफ इकबाल, पाकिस्तान के कप्तान, गेंद सिकंदर बख्श दी और खुद गालिबन गली में आएंगे फील्ड करने के लिए। तो कवर पोजीशन पे सिर्फ एक फील्डर तस्लीमा, मुदस्सर नजर को थर्ड स्लिप में, फोर्थ स्लिप में इकबाल कासिम और गली में आसिफ इकबाल। ये फील्ड पोजीशन आपके साथ और विश्वनाथ का बाहर निकल के ड्राइव किया, गेंद बाउंड्री लाइन की तरफ पसली मारे और कादिर दोनों गेंद के पीछे हैं और देखते हैं कि रोकने में और कामयाब होते हैं नहीं, लेकिन पसली मारे उसने डाइव मारी आखिरी मौके पे, कामयाब नहीं हुए, गेंद बाउंड्री लाइन पार कर चुकी थी। बड़ी अच्छी कोशिश की थी पसली मारे ने, लेकिन गेंद बाउंड्री लाइन पार और बहुत उम्दा शॉट था ये विश्वनाथ का। और ये क्राउड जो आप देख रहे हैं विश्वनाथ के इस चौके पे उन्होंने काफ़ी खुशी का इजहार किया, क्योंकि विश्वनाथ काफ़ी मकबूल खिलाड़ी हैं यहाँ भारत में और खासतौर पर दिल्ली में। तो जैसे ही उन्होंने चौका मारा तमाशाई में अपनी खुशी का इजहार किया। 99 रन इस चौके के साथ भारत और 2 खिलाड़ियों ने किया 5 रन विश्वनाथ के और 23 करीब फ्रेंड साथ। सिकंदर बहुत बाहिम्मत बॉलर पाकिस्तान के पॉइंट की तरफ शॉट खेला विश्वनाथ ने, पसली मारी था गेंद के पीछे और इससे यकीनन रोक लेंगे। उन्होंने गेंद रोकी और इस दौरान में विश्वनाथ और करीब बैंक सरकार ने भाग के 2 रन बनाए और 2 रन के इजाफे से भारत का स्कोर 101। ये तालियों की आवाज़ जो आपका पहुँच रही है स्कोर बोर्ड से, भारत का स्कोर 102। 2 खिलाड़ी एक स्कोर बोर्ड पर 102 जो आपको दिखाया, लेकिन दाएं जानिब जो स्कोर बोर्ड है वहाँ पर स्कोर 101 और 101 जो स्कोर बोर्ड हमने आपको दिखाया उसका गलत था स्कोर 101। 2 खिलाड़ी शॉर्ट बॉल की काफी बैट पे जाकर विश्वनाथ ने बैट बिल्कुल ऊपर कर 7 रन है विश्वनाथ और ये सही स्कोर बोर्ड 101। 2 खिलाड़ी 275 पहली इनिंग में पाकिस्तान, 242 दूसरी इनिंग में और 126 भारत पहली इनिंग में। बैट्समैन वली बेंसर का 23 और चौहान विश्वनाथ का बारी और पाकिस्तान में बैठे और ये सिकंदर का 4 टाइम लेकिन गेंद सीधी तस्वीर मारे। आप जो जावेद मियादाद के लिए फील कर रहे हैं क्योंकि उनको भी थोड़ा हल्का सा बुखार था जिसकी वजह से वो आज फील्ड में नहीं आए और इमरान खान की जगह तरफ मिर्जा है फील्ड में। और एक मरतबा फिर गेंद का मसला, जैसे कि हमने आपको पहले ही बताया था कि तकरीबन बेंगलोर में भी 35 से 40 मिनट गेंद पर जाया हुए थे और आखिर इकबाल से जब बात हुई तो उन्होंने भी इस बात की शिकायत की थी कि कम से कम टेस्ट मैचों के लिए मयारी गेंदें होनी चाहिए ताकि वक्त जो है वो ज़ाया ना हो सके। लेकिन दोनों टेस्ट मैचों में हमने देखा काफ़ी मरतबा फील्डर्स और बॉलर्स जो हैं वो अंपायर की तवज्जो मबूल कराते हैं, इस तरह से गेंद की शक्ल जो है वो जल्दी से टेढ़ी है। ऑप्शन के बाहर बारिश के साथ ही सिकंदर वक्त का ओवर, तो इस ओवर के इख्तिताम पर स्कोर भारत का 101। 2 खिलाड़ी आउट। Yes, he is very confident the field is against him. On both occasions, the benefit of the doubt going to him, and perhaps the benefit and the doubt both rather embarrassingly large. And I think it was poetic justice that he was finally out LBW to Sikandar, who had wrapped him on the pads on the previous 2 occasions. Naris Fielder, 105 for 2, 285 now required by India, 8 wickets in hand. Obviously, India now will be looking to the close of play today without any further loss. Another wicket to Pakistan, and I think they will be reasonably satisfied with the day's play. Away down to Talat Mirza, only a single. 2. We have 35 minutes of playing time left, but today being bright and sunny, very noticeable that shadow which comes across from the left, it drops, I think, about a foot ahead of Bari. 107 for 2. Down to fine leg. Palak Mirza, the fielder. 1 run. And very lucky there, Viswanath. A single. 110 for 2 now. Viswanath, the batsman. Will get 2. There comes artistry turn. It's a beautiful one to the keeper. 2 to Viswanath. 112 for 2. And after Gavaskar, he looks the most confident of the Indian batsmen so far. Very accomplished player. And Viswanath not reading it. He was going for the square cut. He was waiting for the ball to curl away the leg break, and it whipped into him. Very good delivery to Viswanath there. End of the over. Another fine over from young Carter. Been see a lot of him in future Pakistan cricket. 1-1-2 for 2. Playing Sarkar on 31. Viswanath on 11. Chasing, cover, and gully and the 3 slip. 277 required by India to win. Good view of Viswanath's stance. Square cut, but straight to Hakim Arif at point. And Viswanath as well is very fond of that shot off the back foot, which he hits particularly well. He hits it between point and cover point. Of the fielder. End of the over, 113 for 2. Square cut that one down to third man. They'll only get a single. The fielder posted there. Viswanath using that stroke very productively in his innings so far. Got most of the runs through the square cut. India 119 for 2. 32 to Gundappa and 15 to Viswanath. Pakistan has contained India well in the first half hour or so. And now 240 minutes plus the mandatory hour left. India get 268 runs in that, so the target's getting more and more difficult. Driven through the covers, a lovely stroke by Viswanath. They go 2 for 2. And after 2, Viswanath has certainly looked the more aggressive. 124 for 2 now. Had a very economical spell. Those 8 overs for only 3 runs. 8 overs for 3 runs. 6 maidens in that. Delivery and moved away because it took the outside edge. Took outside edge of Viswanath's bat. Of course, the other possibility is if India gets too far behind the shots, then after lunch could start with an aggressive field. All sorts of possibilities in this game. Single. Bari giving a bye away, so 125 now for 2. $125 for 2. Length after 35, Viswanath 17. And that's a beautiful shot. No need to chase that. A flowing square cut, ball short, lifting outside the off stance, and Viswanath really got top of that one. Cut it square between gully and point for 4. So the first really attacking shot coming from Gundappa Vishwanath for 4, he moves up to 21. And India 129 for 2. They're putting the ball short, hoping for the ball to rear up. Now to here in the side fashion. Didn't quite time it well, straight to Raja in the covers, no one. And Raja having a close look at the ball. Had this business of changing the balls so often in the game that we've lost about 36 minutes in the 4-day session. Viswanath, and the fate of the match perhaps depends on the presence of Viswanath in the middle, and as long as he's there, India have a chance to fight back.
certainly the most attractive, and this man has 5,000 runs in Test cricket. That's over pitch, driven very firmly. Talat after it, but it was beaten to the boundary, 4 runs. And Vishwanath likes to play his strokes. That one pitched well up to him, driven very firmly past Talat at a widest mid-off for 4. So at the end of that over, India 134 for 2. Viswanath. In the fielder, no run, the end of December's over, 139 for 2. Narcis now certainly must be thinking of bringing his staying, perhaps calling Carson to check the scoring rate. It hasn't been very quick, but these two batsmen now look pretty well settled. Ben Clark has been in the middle for quite some time, showing at the fall of Chauhan's wicket, or rather Gavaskar wicket, yesterday. He was on 41. The helmet is being asked for, and in fact, we are going to see a bowling change from the civilian end, and it's going to be Falcasting. No ball. One more to India, 140 for 2. And Sikandar Buck must now be very close to the figure of Rodney Hogg, who bowled quite a number of no balls in the recently concluded tour. And Sikandar Buck being constantly no balls. And you might have noticed that Sikandar just stopped when he was going to deliver the ball, trying to see where his foot landed.
So when you talk about class, grace and timing in Indian cricket, one name rises effortlessly, Gundappa Vishwanath. He was born on 12 February 1949. This Bangalore boy was not just a batsman. He was an artist who turned cricket pitches into canvases and bowlers into brushes for his genius strokes. Through the 1970s, Vishwanath stood out as one of the India's most elegant stroke makers, a man whose technique was poetry and whose temperament was steel. Between 1969 and 1983, he played 91 test matches, scoring over 6,000 runs, each run crafted with precision and charm. He also featured in ODIs from 1974 to 1982, representing India in both the 1975 and 1979 World Cups, the early days of limited overs cricket. His story began with a bang, a double century on debut in first-class cricket against Andhra Pradesh in 1967, and a century on Test debut soon after. Talk about making an entrance for his unmatched contribution. He was later honored with the C.K. Nayudu Lifetime Achievement Award in 2008, the highest recognition an Indian cricketer can receive from the board. His numbers can never truly describe what Vishy brought to the crease. His batting was an exhibition of pure timing. The late cut was his signature shot, carved with wrist so powerful and supple that even the fastest deliveries bent to his will. Whatever it was, pace or spin, Vishwanath played them with effortless grace, dancing down to the spinners or leaning into the quicks with the confidence of a master craftsman. In the second innings against Pakistan at Delhi in 1979, Vishwanath once again showcased his class, scoring a composed 34 runs of 86 balls in 134 minutes, peppered with 4 crisp boundaries before falling to Iqbal Qasim. It was not a big score, but every run carried this trademark finesses, those risky flicks, those late glides, and that calm presence at the crease. Vishwanath may have shared the spotlight with legends like Sunil Gavaskar, but make no mistake, his contribution was just as vital. When Sunil Gavaskar was grit and discipline, Vishwanath was elegance and rhythm. Together they formed the heartbeat of Indian batting through a glorious era. Even today when you replay his old footages, you don't just see a batsman, you witness a master in flow, painting cricket's finest strokes one boundary at a time. If you like this video, please comment, share and subscribe. Thank you very much.